has your life in the city shaped the kind of imagination, the kind of perception you bring to your writing?
Well, the last 15 years I've lived in near New York City. And I think what happened was that I got more interested in the kind of life of the village where I had been brought up. So that for me there was a kind of conflict. In some ways it was self-denying, but it seemed to me that when black people in particular related to a city, it wasn't really the city at large, since they had no position of ownership in it. They related really to the concept of the neighborhood or the village within that city. And so that their life was a kind of closed civilization with its own laws, its own version of outlaws, its own rules, which were in many cases different from the laws and the rules of the larger civilization that existed over them. And in the work that I did, and still do in the novels, is to try to show the relationship between those two cultures. And Langston Hughes and all those people who expressed to love the city, in fact did. But when they wax eloquent about it, what they're talking about is that closed population in Harlem, when Harlem was a neighborhood, albeit it was a neighborhood on a grander scale than certainly Lorain, Ohio. But even when you talk to people now who no longer live there, what they remember is the neighborhood quality, and what they deplore about it is the absence of that. The fact that they don't know who those people are. The fact that it is possible for a young man to knock somebody in the head because he does not know who she is. In the old days, he would have seen her on the stoop, or if she would be somebody's grandmother, or they would have gone to church together.